be showing you how to do this makeup as well as the hair. This tutorial is brought to you by my friend's website. She makes aprons by hand. Her website is called simplybetties.com. Link is in the information box. If you're interested in this tutorial, then please continue to watch. First thing I'm doing is I'm applying a primer, and this is just going to add insurance so that your makeup doesn't smear or melt away. Next thing I'm doing is I'm using a regular eyeliner so that I don't have to apply face paint on my eyes, and I'm lining my eyes all the way around as far as I can go around, and just making sure to cover all of the little spots and making my eyes completely dark. With the same eyeliner, I am going around my orbital bone, actually just a little bit over, over my eyebrow, and then following through all the way to the bottom, being very gentle with my skin. So when you're done with the two circles, this is what you should have. It will go over your eyebrow and then inside of the nose area. I'm taking a face makeup, and with a sponge, I'm going to apply it all over, including my lips. And whether you choose to use a sponge or a brush, make sure that as you apply the makeup, these strokes fall in the same direction. I'm using this white powder, which I got at Hot Topic, as you can see in the back. And I'm just going to use this powder to set my face makeup. This is especially great if you're going to be dancing. Using some more face makeup, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in the circle areas around my eyes, making sure to get every area that has exposed skin color showing. And this is going to be a very important focus of this entire look, so make sure that you do cover any skin that shows. Next thing I'm doing is I'm dotting the areas where I want the arches around my eyes to meet, and this is just going to make it easier to draw more accurate little arches around my eyes. If you find that when you're drawing around your skin that it does kind of snag, say for example if you're going down and it snags, just try painting or drawing the actual arch going up. So this is what you should have when you're done drawing around your two circles. Then I'm going to extend my smile out where my dimples would be if I had any. And once I have the line the way I want it to be, then I'm going to go ahead and darken it. I'm going to draw a line right in the center, make it as neat as possible. And from there, I'm going to follow the shape of my lips and draw lines all the way across. And you can use a pencil, you can use a waterproof liquid liner, anything that you want to use at this point. Also, it doesn't have to be black. It can be any color that you choose. You can definitely be creative with this face paint. And these are going to be the teeth. And I think it actually looks pretty creepy already. I'm going to go ahead and extend the teeth along that line that I drew earlier. And as you can see, I'm resting my pinky for stabilization. With some eyelash glue, I'm gluing a jewel right at the top and then 2 jewels on each cheek where my dimples would be. You can pretty much do anything at this point. I'm just going to start drawing swirls. These are going to kind of be like my eyebrows, and these are like S-shaped swirls. Once I have the outline that I want, then I can go ahead and fill it in. I made sure to make the inner line really thick and then the curls real thin. Now I'm starting to draw a flower on the side of my face. At this point, like I said, anything that you want to do is fine. You can draw a rose, you can draw letters, you can draw more swirls, spider webs. There is so many options out there. If you want, you can do a search for any of the keywords related to this style, and you will find plenty of pictures and inspiration. Try not to make it too cookie cutter, because what happens is a lot of people are using this style this year, and I think it's going to look great for pictures to have several people dressed up like this, but you definitely don't want to copy what everybody else is doing as far as like the little designs. I'm drawing 2 lines on my nose, and you have 2 options here. You can either draw it like this, or you can paint the entire tip of your nose black. I separated it, and now I am tracing around my nose and then under, and then I'm going to go back with that face paint, and I'm going to fill in the space on each side. So this is what it will look like when you're done. I decided to draw another flower on my chin area. I wasn't really sure what to do, but I thought another flower would be fitting. And I'm not really sure at this point what color I want to paint the flowers yet, but I decided to add another little swirl here. And again, what I'm doing is I'm drawing it really lightly just in case I make a mistake. And then once I'm comfortable with it, then I go back and I fill it in. And in case you're curious, this look took about an hour to put together, but we did stop a lot and had a couple of interruptions. With the red and yellow, I'm going to mix them together and create an orange. I decided to go with the full orange color because I think it matches the apron that I do wear in the pictures in this video. And I went ahead and painted the little flowers, little accent flowers, orange as well. And at this point I decided that I would do the little flower on my chin orange. I was in between blue and orange. Then I'm going to go back with the yellow, and this is what it will look like. I used a little sponge tip applicator to draw the little red dots in between each flower, and with the same sponge tip applicator I am going to dot little dots inside the little orange flower petals like that. And as far as the hair tutorial goes, you can be creative with this. I mean, almost any hairstyle goes with this. You can make it your own individual look, but I know that some people are going to ask me how I did my hair, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. I decided to go ahead and record it. But like I said, you can wear a hat, you can do your hair anyway, you can do 2 braids, you can do, I mean, there's so much you can do. You can do a mohawk. I mean, it just doesn't have to be this particular look. But this is how I chose to do it, and I'm showing you. So I made a loop to the side, and then with the other hand I fanned out the back. So I spread it out, and then I'm using a bobby pin to pin it down. With the other hand holding it in place, I'm sticking another bobby pin inside and concealing it as much as possible. Once I'm pretty comfortable that it isn't going to fall, then I go ahead and let go with the other hand. And at this point you want to start using hairspray and making sure that it stays in place. The more time you spend on your hair, the better it's going to look. At this point of the video, I was rushing, so you'll see flyaways and stuff like that, but I was going to take my makeup down once I was done, so I didn't spend too much time. So back combing a little bit to add body and volume. I'm going to do sort of like a victory roll, but instead of rolling it inward toward my head, I'm going to roll it outward. And it's going to be pinned on the side, and it's going to kind of create a little bit of a poof on the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and conceal any hairs that are kind of like sticking out and spray it with hairspray, and then do the same thing with the other side. Make sure that you do spend some time sculpting your hair. Then the rest of the hair is going to be braided to one side, and you want to start adding your little accents. I'm putting in a big bright flower. Roses are recommended, but it's not the only thing that is available. You can put a bunch of little flowers in your hair and you're pretty much done. So hopefully you guys have been inspired by this look, and don't forget to check out the links that I've provided in the information box. Thank you so much for watching.